Hello, 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 hello. So we have a warm-up class to get ready for the Sax Creative Experience Week, where you will learn saxophone through improvisation. So I'm sharing here many tips. So that is one of the warm-up class. That is the fourth warm-up class to make you ready for the Sax Creative Experience. So let me know if you can hear if if you can hear me because I'm talking. I will talk a lot here. I'm going to show you something. Maybe it should be something new for some of you. Maybe something you already know, but you have to go deeper. That's the fourth warm-up class to make you ready for the sax. Let me know if you can hear me. Who is already here? Let me know where you are from. Because we are live, we can engage here. So, okay, is everything okay? Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? So the class today is about you don't need talent to sound musical on saxophone. How four chords can help you create meaningful music. So most of people think that to play saxophone, especially when we are improvising, most of people don't want to go ahead because they think don't have talent. That class specifically is about, for example, create phrases on saxophone. So I'm going to show you, I'm trying to simplify as much I can to show you that it's math. It's not about talent, it's math. Create a meaningful phrases is like create meaning in all words. Create phrases like verbal. So in the musical sense. And how four chords can help you create meaningful music. That's the same. I'm going to show you on that warm-up class. How is it? How can we do it? So for who's arriving now, let me know if you can hear me. I don't know if you can hear me well. Let me know where you are from. Let's engage here. We are live. So this is a warm-up class, part of the Sax Creative Improvisation Week. The Sax Creative Improvisation Week will happen between 10th March and 17th March. But we have many warm-up class. If you are already here, it's because we have something to learn, something to get ready, to warm up, to get the best experience during the Sax Creative Experience. So you will remove confusion, break false beliefs. That class is one of the false beliefs. Prepare for your musical thinking. Learn saxophone through improvisation, even from zero. So even if you don't know nothing, you don't know how to play saxophone, maybe you have the saxophone but you never tried before, you don't have teacher, or if you already have saxophone but you're practicing, self-talk, practicing. Yes, loud and clear. Thanks for letting me know, Rudy. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, so I'm happy that you can hear me. That's it. So even if you have saxophone or not, that class is for you. So you can get involved on the topics to get ready for the day of the Sax Creative Experience Week. I'm so proud to stay here to be able to share that knowledge with you. I have never done something like that. Intensive. It's a kind of course, kind of free course. Who is this class for? Beginner who think they are not talented, sax players stuck practicing scales, players afraid of improvisation, anyone overwhelmed by theory, anyone who feels music doesn't make sense. So that's the part of the theory that can clarify your mind. Okay, how can we create meaningful phrases on saxophone. Just a quick introduction. If it's the first time you are watching me, I am Marcelo Cuco, over 20 years performing internationally. Yes, I have performed for approximately 20 years internationally in many countries, over 30 countries, in festivals, cruise ships, also touring different venues, etc. I am a music educator. I have bachelor degree in music education, where I start to develop that methodology of learning saxophone through improvisation, and also master degree in popular music practice. So most people, I noticed that during that journey, that most people are not untalented. They were taught in the wrong order. Because of that, I'm here. So the big myth: some people are born musical. Truth: music is structure. Structure can be learned. Okay. So we have to understand musical as a language structure. We have rules, but some people are already engaged for many time, and we're here to share that experience for you to get engaged. Also, connecting to previous classes. So just remember that's the fourth warm-up class. You can check here on that channel if you are watching on YouTube. Don't forget to give your like, to subscribe. And we have also a playlist I created where we have all the warm-up classes. It will be approximately 10 warm-up classes until 10th March, where starts the Sax Creative Experience Week. 10th March. So until there, we will have 10 warm-up class. So we will have already 3 there. That's the fourth warm-up class. You can find somewhere and here on that channel. Check your playlist and you can have access of all the warm-up class to get ready. Okay, so improvisation, connecting to the previous classes. Improvisation is a structure. Scales are built by degrees. Each degree creates chords. Each chord has function. Function creates musical logic. Because of that, it is important for you to access the playlist with the warm-up classes, because the previous classes I explained in the scales like C, G, E, F, G, A, B, C. We understood that each note has a degree, each degree has a function, and we have also chords. We can build chords on each of the degree. Think about a mirror. We have C and we can extract a chord of the C, the first degree, and that first degree has a function. And then the second degree, C, D, take out the D, take a mirrors, a spectrum here, we can see a chord. How can we build that chord is there on the playlist. Okay, so that D as a chord has a function. Okay, so take it off, go to C, D, E. E is the third degree. Take it, we can expand it as spectrum, a chord. It has a function. The chord of E, okay, has a function. Fourth degree has a chord, a function. So each degree, each note has a chord and has a function. Okay, so don't forget to watch, if you are watching for the first time the warm-up class, don't forget to go there and check on the playlist the previous warm-up class, and you can see how can we build it. It's so important for you to get ready for the Sax Creative Experience. Everything will be explained clearly on the Sax Creative Experience Week. But watching this warm-up class, you can get ready and enjoy much more, for sure. Okay, so music like grammar. Music's like grammar. Notes, think about it. Notes are words. Okay, we are using words to communicate. But grammar help to create the meaning of the phrases. Okay, and the timing. In music, we use time. For example, we are using beats. We can count the time using the metronome. You know, it's the same logic of the clock. Metronome in 60 BPM is the same speed of the, because we have 60 beats per minute. So if we set up the metronome to 60 BPMs, we have the same rhythm than the clock. So we can play one note per second. It will be one note per beat. So we have to understand how to create it on time. Okay, so for example, first bar we have one chord, second bar we have another chord. So if grammar is correct, the sentence makes sense. If the note belongs to the chord, the phrase makes sense. What are chords? What are chords is really? Chords are symbols. When we see C, we have to understand the notes behind that chord. For saxophone player, it's not common. In the music education, it's wrong because, for example, guitar player learn through chords, keyboard player learn through chords, but saxophone, no. Saxophone have to read scales, exercise. It's completely wrong. Because to understand music, we have to understand that music are built by chords. Okay, in the previous warm-up class, I show you the harmony, the Greeks. I did the ancient Greeks. It's so important for you to understand it. So chords tells you these are safe notes for this bar. So we have the first bar. If we have C, the chord of C, we have specific notes that we can use on that bar. And then the second bar, if we have the chord G, we have specific notes. The safe note to use there are the notes of the chord of G. Okay, so chords are symbols, they are instructions. Okay, we have to understand it. It's very important for you to understand the improvisation logic and the logic behind the meaning of the phrases, or the beauty. A beautiful phrases, it's math. It's math. The four chords pattern. So if we have one chord per bar in 4 bars, okay, think about 4 bars. 4 bars. Quaternary. So for each bar we have 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so think about it. Each bar has 4 beats, and we have a chord for each bar. For example, first bar, check here. First bar we have C, second bar we have G, third bar we have A minor, and then fourth bar we have F. Okay, 4 chord pattern. Remember it. Remember it. It's very important. Remember it. That's specifically that sequence. Exactly 4 chords. Let's go ahead. So what this mean on saxophone? C. So the chord of C is C, E, G. So just remembering that's a warm-up class. If it's not clear, watch again the classes, the previous classes on the playlist. I created a playlist. Just remembering, we have more information. And on the day of the Sax Creative Experience Week, it will be much more clear. But you are starting to understand it. You are starting to see that idea. Okay, so the C, chord of C, we have C, E, G. So if you don't know nothing about sax, once you can play these notes, you can already create meaningful phrases. You can already improvise just few notes, even if you don't know nothing about sax. You bought the sax, someone gave you a saxophone as gift. You have a saxophone at your home, but you never tried to play. Okay, so chord of C, remember, C, E, G. Doesn't matter the order, just these notes. These notes, doesn't matter the order. can be E, C, G, G, C, E, but must be these notes, okay? And then G, chord of G. G, B, D. And then A minor. The note of A minor is A, C, E. The notes of the chord of F, F, A, C. You don't need all three notes. Even few notes, you don't need to play the three notes. You can use just one note per bar to create something meaningful. One or two notes is enough. One or two notes. You don't have to play all the three notes per bar. Okay? The simple formula. It's a formula. It's a formula that was the musician, the path, discovered everything. How to calculate the notes, the sound. In the previous classes, I explained it well. It's about harmony. So one chord per bar, one note per chord, 4 bar, repeat twice. Let's do it in a practical way. Let me play here, just one per bar. I'm going to play here on my backing track exactly that chord here. C, G, A, F. I'm going to play exactly it. Okay, on my backing track. So listen here. C, G, A minor, and F. Listen. C, G, A minor, F. C, G, A minor, F. Just one note. Let's do it again. Just in two loops, just one note per bar. C, G, A minor, F. Okay, so let's have another practical exercise. So remember the notes of the chord. We have C, E, G for the chord of C. G, we have G, B, D. Chord of A minor, A, C, E. Chord of F, F, A, C. So now let's play again. We have a loop of 4 times. Let's play the chord, that sequence 4 times. In the first round, I'm going to play one note per chord, exactly as I showed you now. One note per chord. And then add rhythm. I mean, the same one note, but adding rhythm. And then round 3, I'm going to add a new note of the chord. Check here. New note, for example, if I'm playing using C for the first bar, I can use a red C and E. Okay, the second bar I can use G and B. The third bar I can use. It's clear? So now let's do it. Another exercise. What's the purpose of that exercise? To show you the meaning of the phrases. So we can create meaning. We can create builds. Even if you are starting from 0, you can use just few notes to create meaningful. I'm showing you that it's not talent, it's formula. It's a kind of template. Most of the songs, we have hundreds of popular songs, hundreds of popular songs that use the same formula. So they are using the same songs, using in different rhythms, but the same notes exactly as I'm showing you. But I'm showing you in a very simple way. Okay, let's do it. One round, one note per chord. Then the second round, add rhythm still with one note, then round 3, add a new note of the chord, and then small melodic movement. Let's go. 4 rounds. Can you see, just using few notes of the chords, I can create something with, when I talk about the grammar, for example, when we are building a phrase, we have the verb, we have the subject, we have some characteristics to create something meaningful in a phrase. Music is the same. When we are talking about the chords, each chord has a quality, has a characteristics. Okay, so underneath emotion, there is structure, pattern, relationship, functions. So follow the math is emotion flow. So that sequence here of 1, 5, that sequence here in the beginning of that sequence, we have 1, 5, 6, 4. Because remember, watch the warm-up classes. I create a playlist with, I'm including all the warm-up classes there. I'm including all the warm-up class there, so I explain everything, the functions, the degree, to make you ready for the Sax Creative Experience week. Okay, so we have characteristics on each chord. Each chord has, because of the sound, the acoustic, the architecture behind the sound, that's music. Why this breaks the talent myth? You don't need talent. You need the chords. Once you understand the chords, memorize the notes of the chord, already we don't have many notes per chord, so you don't need to learn many notes. And then a note from the chords, and develop timing. Once you develop timing, practicing time, play on time, playing the beat, you can create it. You just need it, practicing. So we can already, even if you are a beginner from zero, that's the best way for you to understand. You can practice improvisation meanwhile you are learning. You don't have to memorize scales, doing articulation exercise. No, you can be creative since the beginning. Why beginners struggle? Memorize fingerings. You don't have to memorizing a lot since the beginning. Once you are able to play a note, you can be creative with it. You can. So beginners usually practice scales mechanically. Usually the schools, the saxophone schools, the traditional schools teach it in the beginning, but it's completely wrong. Play songs too early, for example. You don't have to play songs. You can understand exactly what I'm showing you. You can understand the harmony behind. You can understand for example, the zone for each chord. It can be much easier for you to learn songs after, because you are understanding the harmony behind it. You have knowledge about it, so it will be much easier for you to play after. And if you improvise, especially saxophone. I in the introduction I told you I performed internationally for about 20 years in different cities, different musical styles, different groups. Because of the improvisation skills, I was able to travel the world, over 30 countries, approximately 20 years performing with DJs, rock bands, different styles, because of the improvisation skill. And something is not talent, it's knowledge, That's it. So we have to understand it, so it can be very helpful for your development and your music knowledge, because music is a language. When you are learning saxophone, you are learning a musical instrument. What's the purpose of musical instrument? Communicate musically through that instrument. Saxophone is an amazing instrument. It's not a very old instrument. We have saxophone for approximately, I think, 2 centuries. Just if you compare with other instruments, it's older. But saxophone is still surviving, adapting. I play modern, very modern songs, electronic songs, jazz, popular music, world music. So saxophone is wonderful. It's adapting everywhere. So why not develop uh, improvisation skills? So why improvisation comes first? As I told you before, improvisation builds structure awareness, time perception, very important. That's one. Listening, because music is listening all the time. And the meaning, you can already understand the meaning of the notes. So that's why learning from zero is possible. So you must be creative from zero. If you are learning saxophone, you can start to be creative since the beginning. Since the beginning, you can be creative. So, what happens in the official week? So just remember that is a warm-up class for you to get ready for the Sax Sax Creative Experience Week. Sax Creative Experience Week. You will learn how to identify chord progression, choose the right notes, train timing, build phrases. It's a very good class. That's just remember that's a warm-up class to make you ready. But on the 10th March, we have the first class of the Sax Creative Experience Week. It will be very clear. If you are watching this class, the warm-up class, it will be much easier for you. Much easier for you because you are already, get involved on the topics. So even if it's not clear for you, you can rewatch. Remember, I create a playlist where you can find all the warm-up class. You can rewatch, and during the day, you will be previous. So, André, yes. So the warm-up class I created here a playlist with the let me show you. We have a playlist here on the channel where you can find this lesson. We have tomorrow we have also a new warm-up classes. Check on the YouTube channel a playlist. I create a playlist specifically for it. Every day you have there. So in the end of the week, I can just to avoid oversaturating everyone with information. I don't want to share now because today's Sunday. Tomorrow we have another, and we have another Tuesday. Until Thursday we have warm-up classes. So I want to avoid a lot of information, but you can search here on the channel a playlist I created with that warm-up classes. If I share, for example, if you are already registered for the Sax Creative Experience Week, I'm sharing on the WhatsApp group. That's the importance of being on the WhatsApp group, because you can watch there on the WhatsApp group. Depending on the time you join it, you can access the previews. It's the same link. The same link I sent on the WhatsApp group is where you can rewatch the class. It's clear for you? Hello, Igor. So that's it. So check. You can rewatch the class again on the links I sent on the WhatsApp groups, and here you have a playlist. Okay. So inside this, okay, clear. Let's go ahead. The big realization: you don't need talent. You don't need talent. You need structure. When I talk about structure, I'm talking about it. The knowledge, enough knowledge to organize your studies, because most of the learners don't know how to start. Okay, a classic problem also. We have orchestra musician. I am an example. I started playing orchestra when I was very young. I started playing orchestra when I was 10 years, 11 years old. I started playing clarinet and saxophone. I was able to read the music, but to improvise, I was completely blocked because of was missing what was missing knowledge, exactly what I'm sharing on these warm-up classes, and especially on the Sax Creative Experience Week. So you can get a knowledge that many professional musicians, you can get knowledge that many professional musicians don't know. Okay, I'm sure that here watching the class also we have also we have we have also teachers. We have also teachers because sometimes music teachers don't know also how to improvise. So probably we have music teacher, and I'm very helpful to be able to share that knowledge because improvisation is freedom. Improvisation is freedom. You can feel your creativity inside you. So I'm very happy, very proud to be able to share this knowledge with you. So if you are not registered yet, don't forget Sax Creative Experience Week. This warm-up prepare your mind. The full map come next. So if you are not registered yet, marcelocuco.com/sc. Okay, you can register there and then join us to continue the journey. You can join, especially join if you haven't registered yet. Register there, click there. Let's write here the link. Here I'm writing here on the comments. I'm writing the comments. So you can register there, and after rest, don't forget, if you are not there yet, don't forget to join the WhatsApp group. It's very important to get the full experience. Okay, WhatsApp groups. Let me know who here is already on the WhatsApp group, because I'm sending audios, sending links. We have a lot of engagement there, so it's very important for you. So guys, let me know if you have some question about that class, if you have some question about the Sax Creative Experience. I can stay here for I can check if you have some question. I'm on your channel, but I can't find anyone saying playlist. I'm on the WhatsApp group. Okay, so let me check here just on my tablet the title. If you go to the, let me check here the name of the playlist. I'm going to send, as I told before, I don't want to send the full playlist now because we have warm-up class tomorrow, Monday. We have warm-up class Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. If I send the full playlist, can confuse. I want to avoid overload you with information. So I can send the full playlist on the WhatsApp group around Friday, so you can watch during the weekend for the next. Just make sure I'm answering him. Okay. So now Andre, for next week, I see you are using a tenor. Yeah, that's another question, because tenor and alto saxophone is because of the size. It's another question. It's a curious question. I know most of you want to know about it, but because of the size, can you see tenor saxophone is bigger than alto? I have an alto here also, but because of in the beginning, when they created saxophone, they tried to maintain the same notes. For example, when we are playing C on tenor saxophone, when you get the alto saxophone, because of the idea to facilitate the instrumentalist, when you get the saxophone, you can have the C in the same size. Theoretically, the notes are different. But when we are reading, we read the same notes. That's the confusion. So, but we have to use a different music sheet. Because of it, tenor saxophone is considered a B flat instrument, and alto saxophone a E flat instrument. Okay, because when you get the alto saxophone, you are playing C, and when you are playing tenor saxophone, you are playing C also. So you have to transpose. It's clear that's question now. Backtrack to practice chords. Backing track to practice chords. So I use an app called iReal Pro. iReal Pro is iReal Pro is because of we have a jazz traditional jazz book with a standard that it's called Real Book of Jazz. We have Real Book of Jazz Volume 1, Real Book of Jazz Volume 2. The standards of jazz are there. So someone created iReal Pro. iReal Pro is an app where we can find the chords of that standard of jazz. And it's very interesting because we can change the key. Remember the key, we can adapt it for B flat instrument, E flat instrument, C flat instrument. And it's very helpful. I use it to perform even in a cruise ship. In a cruise ship, I use it as in a professional setting. I use the iReal. So I use a lot because it's a very didactic app. It can help us a lot. So I use a lot it. I use it with my student. I use it for myself. It's very interesting. We can change the key. It's called iReal Pro. Can you spell real? Let me write. Let me write here on the comments. iReal Pro. iReal Pro. Can you see? Can you see that? iReal Pro. iReal Pro. Let's share here. iReal Pro. That's the name of the app. It's very interesting. So you can use that app to apply the knowledge I'm sharing with you during the warm-up classes, and for sure after the sax creative experience. It will be a life-changing for you. Life-changing for you. I'm so proud to be able to share those knowledge with you. Many years developing techniques, many years performing. So it's a pleasure to stay here. So I got to go now because of the time. So it was a pleasure. See you tomorrow here. Don't forget to register for the Sax Creative Experience Week. marcelocuco.com/SCE. I know most of you are already there, but we never know. I'm writing here on the comments again. marcelocuco.com/SCE. Don't forget, and don't forget to join the WhatsApp group to get the full experience. Leave your like here on that video and follow the channel so you can notify. And just remember, I can send if you can't find the playlist. If you can't find the playlist here on the channel, I can send on Friday. I want to avoid overload you with information because each day I'm going to talk about one specific topic. Okay, so tomorrow you will receive audio where I'm going to talk about the next class, and then we have the live class. Okay, so I hope to see you tomorrow here for the next warm-up classes. So it's a pleasure to stay here, and thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the classes, the warm-up classes, and that's it. The Sax Creative Experience. Learn saxophone through improvisation. Free live online week. So get ready for the classes. Thank you. Thank you all. Thanks very much. See you tomorrow.